Disney's Hollywood studios. Take a trip back to the golden era of film and TV with some of the best rides in Disney. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Hey, welcome to Planet Mark, your one-stop vlog for everything Disney countdowns, information videos, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 biggest problems with Disney's Hollywood studios. Before we start though, remember this is part of a series. If you haven't already, check out our 5 biggest problems with Animal Kingdom straight after this one. And remember to subscribe to Planet Mark and hit our bell notification to be told of the next great uploads. And remember to check out the links in the description box below for super cheap Disney Orlando vacation essentials. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not saying the Hollywood Studios is a bad park. Personally, it's our favourite park of them all. That's not to say it's perfect, there's always room for improvement, and this is more just the basis, just my opinions of here are the problems, this is how we're going to solve them, Disney. Okay, if you agree, tell me in the comments below. But let's get started. Number 5. They've closed down too many rides. Let's just take a look at all the rides that they've closed down lately. Everybody's saying it's pretty much just all construction. Admittedly, there is a lot to look forward to with Toy Story Land and with the Star Wars Galaxy Edge, but they just closed down so much. People are saying, is it barely worth going to at the moment? It is still worth going to, but you're not getting as much for your money. It's not like they should have opened something, closed something down, or replaced it with something temporary, or whatever. Either way, it could have been doing so much better planning. It's just like, just get rid of the stuff, and there is less to do there now, which is very annoying, and they're still charging the same price. So basically, it started with the Backlog Tour. The Backlog Tour, gone. That's like a half an hour ride, gone. Then it was the Lights Motor Action Stunt Show Spectacular, and then it was the Great Movie Ride. We're all still very upset about that, Disney. We'll never forgive you. At the end, I just kind of feel like every time they announce there's some more construction walls going up, people are like, whoa, I'm just going to kick off the day when they close down the Muppets. But it's just, everywhere's always threatening, well, is my favourite ride going to go? It shouldn't be like that. All the classics should stay there. They should want to keep the attractions open. And I can just imagine that in the end, it's just going to be the lone Tower of Terror standing there in this sub-abandoned theme park. Now that is creepy. Number 4. There's a lack of identity. This kind of goes hand in hand with the rides that they've closed down. The Backlog Tour, the Great Movie Ride, Stunt Show Spectacular, all of them were to do with the magic of the movies, like little camera tricks and little behind the scenesy things, which made Hollywood Studios so classic, or MGM Studios as it once was known. Back then it was given such a clear and defined definition of what it was. This is the theming. When it was MGM Studios, it was good. It was like a fully working studios. And then when they changed it to Hollywood Studios, because MGM went bust, Hollywood Studios, and they kind of just got rid of all like the bits. They're trying to slowly get rid of all the Hollywood. They're kind of like working movie behind the bits. It's just more about just these are our blockbuster films, and that's it. And they're kind of slowly getting away from the whole Hollywood bit. So eventually it's just going to be Disney's theme park. Yeah. Number 3, it's just a dumping ground. What I mean by this is basically any other like theme or any other kind of land which wouldn't go in like Magic Kingdom, wouldn't go in Animal Kingdom or Epcot, they just dump here without really any like consideration for what kind of theming Hollywood Studios is. This again links to lack of kind of clarity on what the actual theming is. I mean, don't get me wrong, Toy Story Land is gonna be great, and Star Wars Land, can't wait for Star Wars Land. But what's it got to do with Hollywood? Or being an actual studio? Nothing, really. Nothing at all. And that's where the problem comes in. It's like, I mean, they could have done something, they could have like kind of worked around, maybe spoken more about like the whole George Lucas aspect of it, but they just got rid of that. It's not about the movies anymore. It's just, this is a franchise, that's what people want, we'll just stick it in Hollywood Studios. That's probably why they bring in 2 new lands instead of like a new ride or just a new section. Because they can't really put Star Wars in Hollywood or Sunset Boulevard or anything like that. It just has to have its own land. I mean, it's good that we've got loads more Star Wars stuff, but it just doesn't go. That's my main problem with it. That's what I mean by it's a dumping ground. as in these rides could be anywhere. They're just generic lands. It doesn't go with the theme park. Disney's all about theming, but it just has, that's what I mean, it just has lack of clarity, lack of actually why are they there. It's great that they're there, but why? Number 2, lack of restaurants. What I mean by this is like lack of good table service restaurants. Don't get me wrong, sci-fi dining theatre is such a cool idea, but there's nothing that adventurous in terms of actual food. I mean, like, if we look at Animal Kingdom, it does African twists on food, unlike classic American. There's none of that here in Hollywood Studios. They could have done so much. Or just maybe something different. Maybe something like a bit more adventurous. But they've not really got any more new restaurants. There's nothing which people say, oh, we really want to go to that restaurant. I mean, Magic Kingdom has had Be Our Guest eating inside Beast's Castle. Nothing like that in Hollywood Studios, which is just, it's just another reason. Well, why would you want to go? I mean, they haven't even got that many good new restaurants. Admittedly, the reason why they've had to shut down a lot of their table service restaurants is due to the big success of sci-fi dining. But it just, at the end of the day, it kind of just leaves us with not a lot of choice. If we want something like a different kind of food, different taste, you're kind of stuck. You don't have that choice at Hollywood Studios. And Epcot, by its own ethos, does this fantastically well. It's like a prime example of how to do it. Magic Kingdom as well does it pretty well as well. But just not Hollywood Studios, which is annoying. Number 1. Getting rid of the Osborne family dancing Christmas spectacular lights, or whatever they're called. Getting rid of them. What the Osborne family lights, that's what I'm going to call Osborne family lights, it was basically just a staple of the holiday season at Hollywood Studios. Such a great backstory, such a great idea. It was a true story about a man who every single year, he obviously was somewhat good at lights. He dressed his house up in hundreds of thousands of different lights, and he did this whole spectacular show to kind of just fill his children up with the whole idea of Christmas and being together. That kind of idea, which I suppose makes you feel really warm and fuzzy inside, doesn't it? It just brings the whole idea of family and what Christmas is together, and it was such a nice idea and such a nice show. But when the contract ran out or some kind of legal things happened that they couldn't continue it, they replaced it with, get ready for it, just another generic Christmas show with elves and Santa and some generic music. And fireworks, of course. Not to say fireworks are bad, it's just so generic, but why? Osborne Lights was such a good staple, it's such a good idea and a good show, and they replaced it with nothing. Essentially, they essentially with nothing good. It's just another any old kind of Christmassy story with fireworks, and at the end there was some fake snow, which was good, but it's a perfect metaphor for Hollywood Studios and the lack of identity, not really wanting to take risks. It used to be that place where you thought, oh, it's the thrill seekers place, this is the people who, they're willing to take that extra step, but not anymore. It just feels like, yeah, we're just waiting for Star Wars Land to open and for this park to actually get back to where it was. Instead of it still being here and gonna get better, it just feels like it's not there at the moment, which is just really annoying. So just don't expect anything groundbreaking from them. Just expect maybe at the very minimum just some random old shows which just always seem to change, either Star Wars or Frozen, anything like that, anything which doesn't really go, just stick it in Hollywood Studios. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what your opinion is. Tell me in the comments section below. Is there any other problems or anything which you disagree with me on that? I would love to hear it. Remember, this is a series, and next time we're going to be looking at Epcot and the 5 biggest problems with Epcot. So remember, you definitely need to subscribe to Planet Mark and hit that bell notification to be told of the next great upload. And check out links in the description box below for super cheap Disney Orlando vacation essentials. Share and like this video. Follow us on Twitter at PlanetMarkVlog or Facebook.com/PlanetMarkVlog or Instagram at Disney.Dreamer_UK. See you next one, guys. Bye 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 bye.